went out and bought a bike, got fitted up for that, suffering with aches and pains, and then that's when I started watching your YouTube channel. That's why I decided to reach out to you.
Oh, nice, cool. They all come here eventually.
Yeah.
It will absolutely make a difference to your performance on a bike. Hello and welcome back. Today we've got a bit of an interesting one. We've got Myles, who's come all the way down from Gloucester. He's already had a Bikefit, but was having a few issues post-fit, and that's led him to actually just completely get rid of his bike. So this could be a fit first Bikefit. He does also have a very interesting choice in pedals. Gonna have to do away with those, I know. So let's get to it and see if we can help him. Right. Take your shoes off for one, please.
Yep.
I'm going to call that 90 on the button. 40. 43 and a half. Deep. 44 and a half. 32. What this does is measure from the bottom of the floor to the navicular.
Yeah.
Myles is a running coach, so I'm hoping today's going to get a bit techie.
Yeah, I imagine so.
Because you're a barefoot runner, right?
I wear ultras, which are sort of more natural foot style, so usually between a 0 and a 4 mil drop. I do run in barefoot shoes, but not all the time.
Okay. This left foot does, or left leg does present as being slightly shorter.
Dr. James.
How far do you run a week?
Not a lot at the moment, only about 50k. Been
Only about 50k, more than I ride a bike. So Myles has come to us today sans velo because he was, correct me if I'm wrong here, so pissed off of being uncomfortable he literally just sold his bike. And to be honest with you, looking at this, although not perfect, it's not terrible either, but we're using this fit data to set up our instrument of torture over here. I strongly suspect Myles' choice of footwear and pedal system are probably the cause of the problem, by way of using trainers and flat shoes. And what that means is that it kind of gives you autonomy to kind of place your foot almost anywhere. Yeah. So it typically results in less support, usually a poor saddle interaction, that kind of stuff. Because like looking at the numbers, it all looks pretty good, to be honest with you. You know, it sounds as though your fitter probably did, pretty good job, apart from the fact that probably should have been a little bit more forthcoming with, you need to be clipping in. Right, do you want to climb aboard for me? Some of the discomforts that you were talking about, like the lower back pain, for instance.
Yeah.
It's interesting that it's the right-hand side, given that we know there's more arch support in that, more arch collapse in that right foot.
Yeah.
Looking at you now, it's not a bad position. It's not a car crash.
Yeah, okay.
You're not comfortable, but
yeah, I don't feel very comfortable. Well, it's okay now, but after 2 hours I start to feel it.
Interesting. You can be comfortable on a bike with flat pedals and shoes. You just can't ride long distances.
Okay.
So if you're going to ride down to the shops, yeah, you're going to be comfortable. If you're going to ride for 5 or 10 miles, yeah, I'm not being funny. My commute's 10 miles. I wouldn't want to ride that in flat pedals because, the whole premise of a cycling shoe is there to, stabilize and support the foot. There isn't a right or wrong answer to these questions. So, first question is, how would you describe the weight on your hands?
I would probably say I'm leaning into the handlebars quite a lot.
High, medium or low?
Medium high.
Okay, fine. Are you clawing with your toes inside the shoes?
No.
Do your feet feel completely relaxed then?
Yep.
Which muscles can you feel working in your legs?
I would probably say my quads more than anything.
Yeah. Do you feel like one leg works harder than the other?
Yeah, I'd probably have to say a right side dominant slightly.
Of the 3 contact points, the hands, the feet and the saddle, which are you the most aware of?
Probably the hands.
Yeah? All right, jump off, come grab a seat for us. There's not a lot for us to do here.
Okay.
This is pretty good.
Yeah.
We got to get rid of these lizards on your feet.
Yeah.
But other than that, I sound like my father. We've got a bit more saddle sticking out the back than I would like.
Yeah.
But you're not overextending. You don't look too stretched out. You've got loads of weight on your hands. But I must admit, I think a lot of that might be related to just the shoes and the feet and the lack of stability, the lack of connection that you've got to the bike.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be super interesting to see what happens when, because literally that's the first thing I'm going to do today. Get rid of your shoes.
Yeah.
Put you in a cycling shoe. and just see how, if at all of this changes. It would be really interesting to see.
The previous bike fitter said about keeping your pelvis completely still. Is that something that you recommend? Because I work with another running coach and he said that your pelvis should move up and down like it is when it's running. So
I mean, it's inevitable that your pelvis is going to be. How do you keep your pelvis still?
I don't know. That's
you
what he
can't
said.
do that. Yeah, you don't want a situation where you've got a mobilised pelvis. So we're looking for some support from the pelvis, predominantly from the saddle and the shoes and the feet.
Yeah.
But your pelvis is never going to be completely still, just due to the nature of you're opening and closing the hip the whole time. So as a result, the pelvis is inevitably going to rock or rotate to some degree. It's just a question of by how much. If it's mobilised, that's usually where you're going to kind of end up with lumbar pain or SI pain, that kind of stuff. So we can see that this left dot gets consistently closer to the line than the right dot does. And what this will usually result in is an asymmetric interaction with the saddle. I'm not going to pay too much attention to this at the moment from an analysis standpoint, mostly for the fact that, again, your feet aren't going to be stable, they're not going to be consistent, and as a result, we can't expect for this to give us a huge amount of information. There really isn't a lot for us to do today. It's a good thing. It's a really good thing. I'm a bit gutted for you that you got rid of the bike. Because I think might not have been perfect, but it probably
was okay.
We probably could have got it for you. So mountain bike style pedal shoe.
I think so. If I do take one travelling, then I can get in and out of it.
Cool.
It's like Ollivanders from Harry Potter. Really picking a wand.
The hilarity is that this is less than half of our shoe stock. So disclaimer: any shoe I put you in today, I want to feel snug, not tight. There should be contact over the whole foot, but no pressure. I don't want your feet washing or wallowing around in them. There is the probability that anything I put you in, you're going to, because of the type of shoe that you wear, is going to feel quite tight. Right. So, boa closure. Have you ever used one of these?
No, I've seen them. They look really fancy. So
push him to engage. Turn one way to tighten, other way to loosen. Pull away from the shoe to disengage, and the whole thing's quick release.
See if I can work that out.
How do they feel?
Yeah, a bit tighter than I would usually go for, but...
Have you got enough space in the front of the shoe?
I think so. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm laughing because this is about as wide as cycling shoes.
Yeah, I know. That's that's why I wanted to stay in running shoes because, obviously those are a lot wider than those.
It's going to feel a bit weird, but I do want you to be able to feel it.
Yeah. So this is completely the opposite of running because I hate arch support.
Yeah, exactly. But so the whole premise of barefoot running is all about re-establishing proprioception, right, between the brain and the feet. And hilariously, that's exactly what this does. So that's what the whole point is, because when you put your foot into a cycling shoe, which doesn't allow kind of flexion of the foot, it kind of removes that proprioceptive feedback. The arch support that we use in a cycling shoe is more like the barefoot concept than people think it is. Because it's about helping re-establish connection between your brain and your feet that's lost in rigid footwear.
That's interesting.
In the running world, at least this is my understanding of it, is that arch support's quite often utilised as a crutch.
It's often used to sort of address the symptoms of pain caused by too narrow toe boxes because you're stretching out the plantar fascia under your foot. So a really good marketing thing by companies like Nike.
Interesting. Just tell us a little bit about what your background is. 'Cause it's quite interesting talking to people who understand feet and biomechanics and that kind of stuff.
I got into running after being injured several times through playing rugby. Started running and was suffering with a sort of aches and pain, so knee pain, lower back pain, same as everyone else basically. And then I started working with a local running coach. She gave me a couple of technique tips, but none of that seemed to make any difference. So I sort of went down the rabbit hole with it, and I was just reading books, listening to podcasts, and basically just trying to understand human movement to a better level. And then I was very fortunate to be taken under the wing of one of the best performance coaches in the world, and he sort of taught me a lot of what he knew. And essentially, I've just been building and building on top of that, and then my Instagram started blowing up about April or so. So I've gone from 700 to 115,000 followers in the space of about 4 months. I want to start doing a bit of YouTube where I do a bit of cycling and a bit of running and just inspiring people to get out and sort of live.
No bike fitting, I hope.
Bikefit Myles coming soon.
Right, that's it. Over. Straddle the bike like this for us, and I'll help you clip in. Because you're not clipped in before, are you?
No, I'm not. Oh, even that feels weird, just walking in them.
Yeah, absolutely. They're much more rigid. The whole premise of them is that they are very stiff. So just off weight this right foot.
Yeah.
And it's probably, I've put the cleat further back than you probably think it is.
Yep.
You want to hear that audible click.
Yep.
Don't load the foot until you've heard the click.
Okay.
Because otherwise you're going to slip off of it. Try the left one for me. It's all right, don't stress. I bet this feels quite alien.
It does. It actually feels like I've got less pressure off my hands already. I don't know whether that's me just imagining things or...
Is it any harder or easier to pedal?
It feels a lot easier. A hell of a lot easier.
Yeah. So here's a question for you. The arch support in the shoes, is one of them more pronounced than the other?
I can feel it a little bit more on the right side. Than...
Jump off again for me, please. Take the right shoe off, please.
Okay. Oh no. How do I do that?
Sorry. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Good job. Right.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking forward to doing this by myself.
We know that there's more pronation in the right foot.
Yeah.
We know there's more arch collapse in the right foot.
Yeah.
We know there's trauma to the right foot. So, there is a history there of weakness, instability, unless you've done loads of rehab, which I bet you didn't as a rugby player. So as a result, when we put the same arch support into both feet, it's inevitable that the right's going to be felt more.
Yeah.
Because that right foot is collapsing more, which means that the right arch piece feels like it's protruding more. So what we're going to do now is start locking out that pronation.
Okay.
Because what we're trying to do is turn the foot into a lever, like a mechanical lever.
Yeah.
Any thoughts? No is an acceptable response to that question?
No, not really.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
Does the right one still feel more pronounced than the left?
Ever so slightly.
Cool. All right. Good. So feet feel more or less the same now, yeah?
Yeah, I would say so.
Grab a seat, take the left one off, please.
I put a poll out on my Instagram, and I said, "Why are you more interested in my running technique? Is it injury or is it performance?" And it was literally split down the middle.
Oh, really?
Yep, split down the middle, 50-50.
Well, I'm about to make a big push on triathlon. Something is coming. Triathletes, in the comments, any triathletes watching this, who probably know Myles as well, would you be interested in seeing a series of triathlon orientated and triathlon focused videos? Perhaps it's something you and I could collaborate on.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that sounds great.
Get you running.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. No saddles are bad saddles, specialised power, but it's just bad positions. Worse, better, or the same as the Ergon?
I would say slightly better, to be fair.
Why?
Just slightly less pressure, sort of just under the crotch area.
Okay, fine. I mean, you're sat on it a lot better.
Okay.
Can you have a go at sitting further back for me?
Yes.
That's it. That's it. Yeah,
okay.
exactly.
I've never been to
Now
where
that's
to
too
sit.
long. Well, quite. That's why I'm doing it. Keep going. Yeah, that's not the finished article, but definitely looking a lot better. And as if by magic, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. It isn't just the change in saddle that's yielded this improvement. It's a combination of factors. Your feet are further apart. Obviously, we've got you in cycling shoes now. The reach is shorter. The setback has reduced. So your saddles come further forward. Most of it kind of get your weight distribution between the two wheels. Mm-hmm. As we mentioned earlier, you've got long ass legs. So the rest of your height is made of a comparatively shorter torso, which means typically riders like this, we did a video that came out the other week with Lewis, a really tall guy. Most tall people typically are short torso, long legs.
Yeah.
So they typically need less reach, less setback, usually less handlebars up as well. Not always that final point, but a lot of the time. After all that gas bagging, I now can't remember what I was about to do. Bikefit.
So, has that actually reduced the size of the bike at all, or is it still a 56 centimetre?
I think it probably is 56 centimetre. Like I said to you at the start, I think the bike was probably fine.
Yeah.
Would it have been the bike I'd have sold you? Probably not. Mm-hmm. BMCs are great bikes. They work really nicely made. they have quite long reach figures, and I think when we have problems in bike fitting, it's almost always as a result with regards to sizing a bike or getting the right bike for the rider. It's always the reach figure that causes the problem.
Yes. Yeah, it's getting there.
Hey. Oh, sorry.
Ready for the triathlon now.
Is that what you're going to do? You aiming for triathlon?
That's what we're going to do.
Long term? I'm not doing a triathlon. Forget it. Over my dead body
it was
is
on
literally
camera.
what it will be. Let's go there. Sit a little bit further back. That's it. You got to get you out of a bad habit.
Yeah.
You like that?
Yeah, I like that a lot.
That's better again, is it?
Yeah, way
That's
better.
good again. So we went wider, but your feet further apart.
Yep.
And brought you back again.
Okay. It's amazing how much just moving those pedal positions around makes such a difference.
Yeah, I mean, I find it hilarious how people go to bike fits and the stance isn't even considered. If you think about the spectrum of human beings,
Yeah.
like you take like a really, really skinny person versus a large, large person, they are going to need different stances.
Yeah, yeah.
How's it feel down here? Came down there quite easily.
Yeah. Yeah, good.
All right, jump off, let's have a rest. Let's see where we're at. Like I said to you earlier, I think we need to just get you a bike,
Yep.
or you need to get a bike and just go and ride it, set to these positions, these numbers as best you can.
Yeah, yeah.
And go from there. 7. I suspect, based on your inseam
Yeah.
versus your height, you might be a good candidate for a custom bike.
Okay.
To have a bike made for you, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to recommend you do that now, or for your first bike, for
yeah.
that matter. I think you need to go and ride a bike.
Yeah.
I think that will help you. Like the shoes will help you in a big, big way, because I don't think you really gave the last bike much of a chance, because you needed to just change this.
Yeah, yeah.
Is my feeling,
Yeah.
because I've only made it a centimetre shorter than it was.
Yeah.
Mostly to promote a more rearward interaction with the saddle. The cranks are shorter.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I think it was probably okay. It was just the shoes that were the problem. Any questions?
No, that was fantastic.
Sweet. Well, look, we've collated the information now.
Yeah.
That doesn't go away.
Yeah.
We'll hold it on file. Obviously, I'll send you a copy as well.
Yeah.
And we can kind of cross the bike bridge when you've
Done some homework.
yeah, exactly.
Phenomenal. Bit annoying that I sold my bike that fit me, but
Well, there's the moral of the story for this video.
yeah, just get a bloody bike fit.
Yeah.
From someone good.
So there we have it. A fit first bike fit from somebody with very long legs and runner's feet, and came in without a bike that fitted him in the first place. I hope you've enjoyed watching this. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you for the next one. Bye now.